Hey y'all, happy Valentine's Day, wherever y'all at, or whatever, I'm reading this book, and it's a really good romance book. If y'all need a good Christian romance book, it's called The Backpack Bride by Dulcie Dameron, and it's so good. It's marriage at convenience and it's like the billionaire trope or whatever, and it's not normally my favorite one, like either of those, but I like this book. Also, want to remind y'all, as a single girly on Valentine's Day, I know, granted, fasting from social media is a great thing, especially if you're single sometimes, but especially just mentally, like all the intake information can be so overwhelming sometimes, so I would just take a break once in a while. I have found that works for me, but also, like, all the couple posts used to bum me out. Sometimes it still does. I'm going to be really honest. Sometimes it still does. But also, you know, of course, I mean, come on. What's better than our love stories, Christians? I mean, seriously, we have a guy who literally took on the worst, most gruesome death, not only physically, but imagine on the mentally and emotionally. Like, I was just thanking God for that. I'm like, thank you for, like, going through that. Not just physically, but mentally and emotionally, because I never really realized that before. Like, I guess I realized it, but I hadn't really thanked him for that, because it's insane. Like, imagine how the dread going through his mind, as he was doing that. And he knew he was going to do it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even know. But, I mean, we have a dude that literally died on the cross for us, y'all. Like, how much more unconditional love do you need? Like, you don't need any more unconditional love right there. And I know it doesn't make up for the fact that we all single and we don't have anyone to call our own or whatever like that. I get it. Trust me, I get it. I do. But it's not just that. It's these 2 years of me being single. God has shown, it's crazy, it's been like 2 years. I mean, technically next month will be 2 years, but y'all, be logistics right now. But these 2 years that I've been single, God has, like, helped me break so many freaking generational curses on my life. And from my past trauma, and, like, so many, like, habits, like, my emotional maturity is, like, skyrocket. It went from 0 to, like, skyrocket. I'm still, like, getting there, honestly, because we're all happy, hurting, and healing, because none of us are perfect. Like, we gotta all figure, like, all that stuff. That's only Jesus. So, but God's helped me a lot in that. And, but yeah, so he's helped me a lot in the, emotional maturity. My coping mechanisms are, like, healthy now. I didn't know those existed for a while, low-key, and, like, low-key, he's helped me with, like, my conflict, like, resolution. I was terrible, y'all. I was literally terrible at that. I would get so freaking defensive, take everything personally. Okay, that one I'm still working on sometimes. It just depends. But for the most part, I just, like, don't care. I let it roll off my back like water off a duck, what my grandpa used to say. Still says. I don't know why I said used to. But anyways, so I guess just, like, I haven't heard in a while. But anyways, because I just don't have time. Like, my time is valuable. I've learned that too. Like, my time is valuable. And who I let in my circle, let in my heart, that's an honor. Like, that's a freaking honor. Like, I don't just need to call everyone. I don't call everyone my best friend now. Like, I don't feel the need to do that anymore. I don't feel the need to have a lot of people in my life. Granted, I still do, but I don't in the same way. Like, I have so much of my family and stuff that has not changed. But, I mean, really, my family has grown so much stronger, and he's restored them, because it was crazy. So, when I wasn't my best self, my relationship with my family was not the best. Mostly on my part, honestly, because of that. And now God has, when God says he restores the years the locusts have eaten away, y'all, do not lose heart, because he does. Y'all, he does. It might take some years, okay, but he does. He is working diligently behind the scenes, and he's intricately designing every moment that you're ever going to have in your life, with your family, your friends. That situation that you think is hopeless, it is not hopeless because God, look, He defeated the freaking grave, okay? That is what separates us from every other religion because our God came back. Our God came back from the freaking dead, okay? He didn't just perform all these miracles and stuff. He came back from the dead. He defeated grave. He defeated hell. I mean, come on. Like, He said, get behind me, Satan. Like, He don't stand a chance. Like, no matter what you're going through, God's got you. Like, literally, God's got you. And, like, I mean, it's insane. I just want y'all to remember that, to have hope. Because I know it can feel hopeless, and especially when you're loveless and hopeless romantic, if you are like me. I feel you, totally feel you. But it's just insane. Like, you will have that once in a lifetime. Because, see, look, I have these sticky notes that I have on my mirror, okay? And these sticky notes I've had for different seasons of my life. What, depending on what I'm going through, is a quote or a verse I have put up there. So, with my medical stuff, with my family, with my friends, with my quote friends, with all this stuff, you know, just in the past and all that. And it just, I have this quote that says, someday, God will blow your mind with the love that you never knew existed. Someday, some guy is going to have me feeling what I have when I feel like when I read my romance books. Granted, no spice. Okay, I don't do that. I just don't do that. I ain't judging. I just don't do that. But regardless, it's things like that. So, you know, the kicking and the screaming and all that stuff, like the squealing, like all, like, you book girlies, y'all know what I'm talking about. Like, all that stuff is just like, you know, and the way they describe each other in books. Like, I have never described, like, a crush I've had. Like, that much. Well, I don't know if I don't know if I've known them that long. Oh, wait, some of them I have. I just haven't. But I haven't done that. But imagine someday someone's going to be doing that to you. Someone's going to be, like, looking at you and, like, watching your every move. Not to be creepy. Let's hope and pray. Because if not, run. But they'll be watching you. And they'll be, like, memorizing every freaking detail about you. Like, your body language. Your facial expressions. You know, your hand movements. If you do a certain hand movement. Or if you just do a facial expression more than the other ones. I don't know. But they'll be memorizing that. And, like, what you order. Like, I don't know, if you say a phrase or whatever. I don't know. It will just become a thing. But I also want y'all, because I tend to jump head first sometimes. And I tend to look before I leap sometimes. But these last 2 years, God's helped me. I'm still gullible, okay? I'm still gullible in a lot of ways. But He's helped me be a lot more logical when it comes to, like, love and stuff. And I want to tell y'all that I have this quote on my bathroom mirror. Another one. And let me see. Okay, so it says something like, I'm walking. Okay. It's dark. Let there be light. Okay, so it says, you're not, I had this memorized, so I'm sorry. But anyways, it says, you're not dating. It says, okay, so remember this whenever you have a crush on someone, okay? It says, you're not dating their cute smile, height, or cute face. No. You're dating their maturity. You're dating their growth. You're dating their morals. Evaluate that before you fall for someone that doesn't deserve you. Because, look, he's not just in the present, but he's going to hopefully, or at least for me, hopefully be the man I'm going to marry someday. And be the man who my kids are going to look up to someday. You know, who's going to be a role model for them someday. Okay? Who's going to take my daughter out on dates someday. You know what I mean? To show her how she should be treated. You know, just remember that. And remember to not go back to lonely people just because don't go back to toxic people just because you're a little lonely. Don't drink poison just because you're thirsty. Trust me, it is not worth that. Your character, it is not worth getting tainted. Bad company corrupts good character, so do not Is it lonely? Yes, but it's better to be alone than with a group of people, friends or a person that doesn't get you, that makes you feel alone, that doesn't get you, that puts you down, that belittles you. Believe me, it is so much better. Because you can go out on solo dates. Okay, you can work on you, your hobbies, your interests, and all that stuff. So, yeah.